Good morning, everyone. It is Julie here with your Friday morning stock market news, where we're getting you up to speed with what you need to know as the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. TGI Friday. I hope you guys have a very fun and safe Memorial Long weekend, and keep in mind that the stock market is closed on Monday. This morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Don't forget you can get 10% off premium and ultimate tip rank subscriptions if you want to unlock some of my favorite research tools. Links are in the description down below. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. Ahead of inflation data due out later today, U.S. stock futures are in the green, also as there is optimism about a deal being reached surrounding the debt ceiling. Right now, Dow futures are up 0.18%, S&P 500 futures up 0.25%, and NASDAQ futures up 0.45%. Ford has worked out a deal with Tesla in regards to their electric charging stations. They announced that they struck a deal with Tesla to gain access for their customers to more than 12,000 Tesla superchargers across the US and Canada. The arrangement will double the number of fast chargers available to Ford electric vehicle customers starting in the spring of 2024. A Tesla-developed adapter will provide Ford F-150 Lightning, Mustang Mach-E, and E-Transit vehicles fitted to access the Tesla V3 superchargers. The Ford stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 29%. In other somewhat Tesla-related news, Elon Musk tweeted that his company Neuralink, with their brain implant, has received FDA approval to begin human clinical trials. Neuralink is developing the skull implant device, which will link the brain to a computer. The brain-computer interface is said to be fully implantable, cosmetically invisible, and designed to let the person control a computer or mobile device anywhere they go. Dole has been called up to join two Russell indexes effective next month on June 26th. The Dole stock has seen gains of over 30% this past year. They'll be joining the broad market Russell 3000 index and small cap Russell 2000 index as part of the annual reconstitution of the indexes. Russell is noted to determine membership for its Russell indexes primarily by objective market cap rankings and style attributes. The Dole stock is split among two analysts with a buy and a sell. And Rocket Labs has successfully completed their second Electron launch to deploy weather tracking satellites for NASA. The liftoff was early on Friday morning from the Rocket Lab launch complex in New Zealand. They deployed the final two CubeSats of NASA's Tropics constellation to orbit. The space agency's constellation aims to help increase understanding of deadly storms and improve tropical cyclone forecasts. The Rocket Lab stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 85%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. As per usual on a Friday, the after hours today are going to be quite quiet. But in the after hours last night, we had some pretty big movers. Starting off with Marvell Technology. Not only did their stock come out with an earnings and revenue beat, but more importantly, they had some solid future guidance surrounding AI demand. The company noted that they expect revenue related to artificial intelligence to at least double in fiscal 2024, with overall revenue expected to accelerate in the second half of this year. The company posted Q1 earnings per share of 31 cents, beating expectations by a couple cents per share, and revenue of $1.32 billion came in just $20 million ahead of expectations. Analysts rate the stock a strong buy with an average upside of 20%. Shares of Workday are also in the green, up nearly 10% after their earnings and revenue beat. They posted a Q1 revenue of $1.68 billion, which did grow over 17% year over year, sliding in just $10 million ahead of analyst estimates, while their earnings per share of $1.31 beat expectations by 19 cents per share. Analysts currently rate the Workday stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 11%. And clothing retailer Gap is also on the rise, up over 11% after the company posted a surprise profit. For their Q1, they reported earnings per share of 1 cent, and that was a 17-cent surprise. Revenue of $3.28 billion was in line with expectations and did decline 5% year over year. The company said, looking at the remainder of the year, that they believe they remain well-positioned to drive continued margin expansion and improved cash flow relative to last year, despite what we know continues to be an uncertain macro and consumer environment. Analysts currently rate the Gap stock a moderate sell, with holds and sells coming in today. Then one stock in the red after last night was Ulta Beauty after they came out with mixed results and trimmed margin expectations. Along with their operating margin guidance being trimmed, they did hike their forecast for net sales, but it still came in below analyst expectations. They reported earnings per share of $6.88, which did come in 5 cents ahead of analyst expectations, but revenue of $2.6 billion fell slightly short of analyst estimates. The stock is currently rated a moderate buy, with a sell, a hold, and a buy all coming in just today. Moving to the pre-market this morning, we have Chinese online marketplace Pinduoduo. Their stock is on the rise, up over 13% following their solid earnings report. They reported Q1 earnings per ADS of $1.01, beating expectations by 38 cents per share. Revenue of $5.48 billion grew 58% year-over-year, beating expectations by $920 million. Their CEO said that they are launching a dedicated $10 billion ecosystem initiative to facilitate an environment where their quality merchants can flourish. The stock is currently rated a strong buy with a price target of $100. And we've also heard from Big Lots. Their stock is in the red after an earnings and revenue miss, posting a Q1 loss per share of $3.40. That was $1.78 wider than anticipated. Revenue of $1.12 billion fell 18% year-over-year, missing expectations by $70 million. The stock is currently rated a strong sell. Now let's take a look at which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Marvell Technology following their solid earnings report. Trading under the ticker MRVL, the stock is up nearly 17%. They're followed by Pinduoduo under the ticker PDD, up 13.9%, and Gap under GPS, up 10.8%. And our biggest losers this morning are led by Ulta Beauty following their earnings. Trading under the ticker ULTA, the stock is down 9.8%. They're followed by LPL Financial Holdings under LPLA and Repligen under RGEN, both down 5%. So that is going to be everything for Friday morning's stock market news. If you made it to the end of today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. I hope you all have a fantastic long weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here on Tuesday.